Yo, yo, my people, what's up? Yo, Roxy in the house. Welcome back to Live the Roxy on this Monday, May 23rd at 1:01 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I actually don't know the difference between Pacific Time and Pacific Standard Time. One of them's with the clocks forward, and one of them's where the clocks aren't. And in a year from now, the clocks aren't going to do that anyway. So it really doesn't matter. Guys, here's the saddest part about what just happened. I said, yo, and I lost half the people in here. They were like, no, we cannot tune into this white girl starting our show with yo, and decide that we're going to stay. But guess what? It's just what happened. It's just what came out of my mouth first. You know what I was singing before the show started? What is this song? Sex and drugs and dirty money. On my way to rule the world. You cut your teeth on fame and diamonds. The time is up now. 3, 2, 1. That's what I was singing. And then the show started. But I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what it is. Welcome back. You guys are... Listen, if this is the internet, but pretend this is a square. I'm having a really hard time making my arms into a square. Wow, it's really challenging. Okay, the internet is this square. That's a better way to do it. Here's the whole internet, and in this little corner over here, this tiny little corner, is you guys. And if this is the internet, I like this corner and only this corner. Like, you guys are the only humans on the internet that I like today. The rock stars and the world friends. I just don't like the internet sometimes anymore. They just like make shit up and it bothers me. On Twitter, they bother me. On TikTok, they bother me. On all the social medias, the people are the problem. It's not the platforms that are the problem. It's the fucking people that are the problem. And we blame the platforms, but we are the platform. We're the platform. We're the ones throwing stones. It's us. Not us, but the collective us. It's crazy. Tell y'all what happened today. By the way, while I'm telling you, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. That's my name. Please wear it out. I never understood that phrase when people say, that's my name, don't wear it out. I hope people wear my name out so hard, wear it and wear it and wear it until it's got holes in it and it's your favorite pair of jeans that you are unwilling to throw away. That's Roxy. That's my name. Please wear it out. Shout it from the rooftops. Go to the Eiffel Tower and scream, Roxy Stryer. Go to the Taj Mahal, Roxy Stryer. Lay in the Red Sea, Roxy Stryer. Those are just some places you could wear my name out. Okay, anyway. So here's one of the things that happened. Also, welcome to the show. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Robert Turner, Billy Sarzanak, Sina Bigelow, Brittany Parker, Galagos, David Abakeme, Steve Cauldron, Mike Joyce, Not Rick Zamoras, John Get Bent, Redford Reddington, G. Smith, John Lestrina family, George Pruitt, just to name a few, Greg, Ryan Payne going hard in the paint for me, always. This is why Ryan Payne is one of my favorite human beings on the planet. And if this is the internet, and this is the corner of the internet I like, the president of this corner is Ryan Payne. Ryan Payne sees the shit that I deal with and never decides to be a bystander. Like, I feel like the first person to see when I'm getting fucking shit talked on Twitter or TikTok is Ryan Payne. And Ryan Payne's the first one to be like, boom, 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 boom. Like, you guys are fucking idiots. You don't know her. And I'm like, Ryan Payne, get it, Ryan, get it. So last night, after the show, you guys know I've been trying to tell a lot of the stories that I've told you guys for years on this show on my TikTok. And the way that I tell those stories and have been telling them for years, and when I say stories, I mean stories about my life, is I tell them to you guys here, and I tell them to you guys on the Whirl Girls, and I've been telling them on Collider Live and on SEN Live and all over the fucking place and on AfterBuzz for years. And now in those shows I've done are always an hour or 2 hours long. And now I'm challenging myself to tell those stories that usually take me about 15 minutes to tell in a TikTok format, which is 60 seconds. So I have to pick which parts of the story that I include and which parts I don't, which means that sometimes there are little holes in the story based on things I'm not including because I have 60 seconds to tell them. And technically, you have 3 minutes, but A, those videos don't perform as well. Not as many people see them. And B, if you choose 60 seconds, then you can't, once you're telling the story, you can't switch over to 3 minutes. You have to stay on the one you selected. So, a long story short, a story that I've told before here, I think on Live at the Roxy. It might have just been with the Whirl friends though in a private chat, but this is a story that is absolutely true. A horrifying, humiliating story that happened to me. That happened to me a decade ago. Sorry, let me pause right there. Every story I tell you guys, as you know, are fucking atrocious. None of my stories make me look good. Never do I come on here and tell a story and I'm like, look how hot I am. Like, when can you guys ever remember me telling a story being like, I went out and everybody wanted me. And then I found this one guy, and that night we went home and I rocked his world and we had the best sex of our lives. And then I got married to him, and he is my forever person, and we have children together, and it was happily ever after. Like, I I legitimately have never once told a story that makes me look good. They all make me look undesirable, gross, weird. Like, those are the funniest stories. The funniest stories come from some of the worst days of your life or from the most embarrassing days of your life. So it would be one thing if I was going on TikTok or here and being like, listen to this story about the time that I fucked the prince, or listen to this story about the time that I won $1 million, or listen to this story about the time that I got cast in a movie alongside J Lo. Like, if any of my stories were like that, I would understand why so many people were like, "Is that real? We should Google that." But the fact that I am like one of the most self-deprecating people that you guys know, and I rip myself to shreds on this show and on all of my shows, and I open up to you guys and I tell you about some of the most disgusting stories, and then there are still people who are like, that story's a lie. I'm like, who hurt you? Why would I lie about that? If I'm gonna lie, which I don't, I'm gonna make myself look really good. I'm gonna lie about something that's fucking dope.com. I'm gonna lie and make up that I was married to Simu Leo. Those are the kind of lies that somebody should tell if they're gonna tell a lie, not I shit on the fucking plumber's head. Hold, and I'll remind you guys in a moment. But it's so weird. It's so weird. Everybody cap, lie, not true, not how it works. What the fuck are you guys talking about? Doesn't make sense. So, anyway, let me explain how the internet pissed me off this time. But before I do that, streamlabs.com/Roxy Schreier. Send in that support. Send in that support. Say what? Send in that support. Send in that support. And if that song doesn't get you guys to do it, I don't know what will. In the Streamlabs, I got no pockets. The thing about today is that I do have one large pocket. It's in this sweatshirt. It's like a big pocket, but nothing really could hold in it. And my pants have no pockets. So it's like I've got a half pocket, you know. In the Streamlabs, coming in hot this morning from the one and only John Lestrina. He said, "You hit your head hard." Dominic Toretto. Great intro, Roxy. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Glenn Caesar in the house. He says Roxy best, Roxy number one, Roxy best, Roxy number one. It's a whole thing. You guys know I get too embarrassed to say it all. Then he says, have a good day to you, Roxy, and all your nicknames. Well wishes, another thank you for hanging out today. Peace, bunnies, hugs. Ooh, and good stuff to you, Grammy Puppo, your dad, Jet Sky, and all the rock stars. Be most excellent to yourselves and to each other. And show up and support each other. Whenever, however. I feel like we got to go higher on that one. Whenever, however, better. And he talks about being a pillar of strength and everyone who's battling to keep battling and that we're all winner, winner, chicken dinners. And then he says, if you choose to, continue breathing in golden sparkles and bring in love and blow out stress and yucky energy with each inhale and exhale to remove all types of energetic blockages. Be you always and in always. And Roxy and Rockstars listening, please remember to say to yourself, I'm kind, I'm caring, I'm fully unique, I'm good people, I'm worthy, my story is important, deserves to be seen and heard. That makes me a winner and someone worth being or having around. I like that last part. Thank you, Glenn, for that, honey. We also have Ben Rayner in the house. Ben Rayner says, hi, Roxy. Sorry to hear the internet is annoying, but to cheer you up, have you seen the new Chippendale movie? No, and I hear it's awesome. Some of my closest friends, David and Ritza. David was I know because he was my acting coach when I was younger, and he moved out here, and he's like one of my best friends. And his wife Ritza, who's now become one of my closest friends, also she came on live at the Roxy, if you guys remember that during the Panini, early on, and they have two kids that call me Aunt Roxy. I see them. I watch the Celtics game with them every like 3 times a week right now, but I also am over there all the time. And they said that the Chippendale movie was great. Christian Harloff, who has daughters, says that the movie was great. Like everybody keeps talking about this movie that has kids, but the parents are loving it. So I got to watch it. And then he says, if you're a kid of the 90s, you'll love this movie. Love letter to Disney Afternoon. Thanks for the show. I am. I used to love Chippendale Rescue Rangers. We should definitely do some kind of like watch along or something to it. Or maybe I'll just watch it, get super high and watch. See what's going on. Apollo 3 JP says, fam, maybe late, but how did the dates go? Oh my God, I have an update on the dates for you guys. How did the dates go? Was he a gentleman or do you need us to throw hands? If he wasn't a gentleman, I can assure you I am. Choose love, girl. Let's take over the world. He was definitely a gentleman, but then I fucked it up. But I don't know whether I totally fucked it up because he's not vaxxed. So that's fucked up. But here's the update on the other guy. So remember, I tried to get back the guy who's not vaxxed because I just can't stop fucking thinking about him. Even to this day, I can't stop fucking thinking about him. It's driving me insane. I'm trying to check my ego. I don't know whether I can't stop thinking about him because he rejected me or whether I can't stop thinking about him because I genuinely, it was like the best first date ever. So I'm trying to give myself space and time to figure out what I want to do there. Not that I have many options, but you know, we always in life have choices. So that. But then the other guy, the guy who I found out had been drinking, who was drinking with me, and then later on he drove home, and I didn't like that. I was talking to my family about it, and they were all like he had been texting me every day, like, I'm so sorry, this isn't me, this isn't what I'm like, blah blah blah. And my family was like, listen, you're a big person, you're a person who likes to give people second chances. We don't know that is him. It could have been the worst decision he ever made in his life. Like, he is worth giving a shot to. So I texted him and he didn't respond. So first I texted him because I went back to the bar that I had met him at this past weekend, and I said, oh, I'm here, but not the same without you. Thought that was sweet. And he wrote back being like, oh, damn, I'm in Vegas. Um, and then I wrote back and was like, no worries. See you when you get back, question mark. And he didn't respond. And that was 3 days ago. So it's like, what's wrong with people? Yeah, David says, ouch. Yup. Yup. But Cena says you always want what you can't have. And the thing about that is that I reached out to the guy who wasn't vaxxed even before I thought I couldn't have him. I thought that it was still on my terms. And I reached out and said, thinking about you nonstop, can't stop thinking about you. So I know I wanted him before I thought I couldn't have him. Cena says, what the shit? I know. I can't believe this other guy didn't reach out. Redford says he had to move on. I guess, but it only been a week. Like, and it's not like I wasn't responding to him. I just wasn't sure. So both those guys, it seems, are off the table, off the table. I mean, gosh almighty. It's just not. I was like, remember I told you guys, I was like, I'm just being myself and all the guys are into it. And then it was like one by one, never mind. Never mind. Nope, really never mind. Okay. So that. All right. Unrelated to that, going back into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Yes, that's what I like to see. That big support from Christian Hardesty. He just says, yo, Christian. Thank you, honey. Welcome back. I don't actually know how long you've been back for, but it was nice to see you back on U.S. soil. I guess actually when you're there, aren't you at the embassy? So isn't that soil, U.S. soil too, technically? I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, glad you're here. Jake Yacovetto with that big support too. Yes, Jake. Still waiting for the avocado rolls. And who hasn't shit on a plumber's head at some point? Hashtag no pockets. Yeah. Okay. So let me continue telling that part of the story too. Send in streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer, and send in that support. Appreciate you guys. Just as a little bit quick of housekeeping for you guys. Today is Monday, which means if you are a patron of the World Friends of your NWO, that you get to check out our podcast. Today, it is Mental Health Awareness Month, and we had Dr. Drea Letamendi coming in and talking to us about dealing with high conflict people. It's our first guest of the podcast. We're kind of looking at her as our Dr. Drew, and she's going to come on and talk to us today. And this is for patrons only, and then it will be released to the public after we get it edited, and so probably in a month from now. But if you want to watch it live and you want to see us and you want to see her and you want to hear the whole thing so it's not edited down, that's going to be at 3:00, bitch out of water. And she's going to talk to us about dealing with high conflict people, specifically like narcissists. And you guys, we've all come across those people that's just high conflict people. And how do you interact with them? And how do you spot them? And how do you avoid that? Or if you can't avoid it, how do you handle? So I think it's a really good time to be doing that, because if you guys are like me, I'm coming across a lot of high conflict people right now, especially in my career. And not only are they high conflict people, and in my love life, clearly, but they are high conflict people who are more high conflict now post pandemic than they were even before. So whatever your bad qualities were, the panini either amplified them or shrunk them, and the high conflict people, oh boy, did it blow them up. So Ryan Payne says, you said dudes are playing the field and you're telling Roxy not to play games. Do you not hear how that sounds? Oh, I thought you were talking to me. I don't know who you're talking to anymore, though. But probably somebody being a dick, because Ryan Payne always speaks the truth. I know Ryan is bad Brewha Club, and I respect that. I'm bad Brewha Club, too. But Ryan rides for me like he is rock stars. And I know he is. But, that's the kind of love I need. I appreciate it. A lot of you guys do. Thank you so much to all of you who do, especially during this fucking crazy time. So shout out to all of you guys, whether you are rock star first or not, as long as you ride for the rock stars. And for me, the head of the rock stars, Roxy, then you Gucci. All right. So here's a story that I told on TikTok. It's a story I think I've told here before, but I don't remember. It's one of my most embarrassing stories of all time, about the time that I was 21 years old. I was staying at my grandparents'. I was at the time, and this is the kind of details I can talk about when I'm on a YouTube show as opposed to on TikTok. At the time, I was living in Santa Monica with my best friend. We were just graduated from college. I was living in Santa Monica. She had a very, very tumultuous relationship where her boyfriend and her were like fighting like cats and dogs. And I didn't like staying at our house because even though she was my best friend and I loved her, it was such a nightmare. And there's one time where he was throwing fucking plates and like he wouldn't let me leave a room. And he was just like a nightmare to be with. So I often would stay at my grandparents'. Also, it was closer to where I was working. So it was just kind of like made sense. So there would be weeks at a time where I'd stay at my grandparents, or weekends that I would be staying at my grandparents'. And so I was staying at my grandparents', and I was 21. So I don't know if you guys used to do this at 21, but I used to sleep in. I used to sleep in until 10 a.m., 11 a.m., noon sometimes. And one of the times that I was sleeping in, Grammy was expecting me to, when I woke up, just come down and say hi. But I didn't. And I guess she had a plumber over, which I didn't know she had the plumber over. And what the plumber had done was taken out in her kitchen, like a huge fucking part of the ceiling. I guess they had really bad plumbing issues, and was in the pipes, like fixing shit in the pipes. And I had no idea this person was here coming. and he had opened some stuff up in the kitchen, and above the kitchen is the bathroom. I had gone to the bathroom, and there was no sign on the door, nothing. I had heard voices downstairs. I didn't want to go downstairs yet. And you guys know I have shitting problems. And when I shit, because I have such bad shitting problems, I don't know if any of you guys do this. I think one time I read that fucking Trump did this, and that I was like, ugh. And everybody was like, why do you flush so many times, Trump? And I was like, oh my God, I'm like Trump. I flush so many times. But what I do when I sit down is when I start to feel like I'm pooping, I start flushing so that I don't clog the toilet, and I know I'm sure that's not environmentally friendly because, like, I will flush, like, 4 times when I poop, and A, I don't clog the toilet, B, it doesn't smell, C, I usually run the water, but if I can't run the water, then I'll do that because I can't pee or poop without noise going on. So, like, Steph makes fun of me because she always hears me and I go, like, if I can't get to the sink, like, I'll make noise or, like, flush or things. So in the TikTok story I told, so long story short, I ended up pooping and flushing while I was pooping, and because I was doing that, I guess it rushed downstairs, and I ended up shitting all over this guy, the plumber, and the kitchen. It was disgusting. It was disgusting. And so I told that story on TikTok, but I didn't include the part about flushing because you have 60 seconds. So I just said I pooped and then I heard these screams, "Oh my God, stop, stop." What I didn't say was mid poop, I started flushing, whatever. And so people on my TikTok were like, cap, cap. If you didn't you didn't say you flushed. So if you didn't flush, it wouldn't have gone down. And if it didn't go down, then you wouldn't it wouldn't have hit him. So this is a lie. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Like, why would I make that up? It's disgusting. Why would I wanna like, I tell the story because A, women poop and it's a thing, and people, whatever, hate to hear that. B, I tell stories that make people feel something. Sometimes I tell stories like about Grammy making me signs for the march and they make people feel, oh. Sometimes I tell disgusting stories that make people go, no. Sometimes I tell funny stories that make people laugh. I do all different kinds of stories. And what I'm finding on all my TikTok stories is because they have to be a minute, they're not as 100% fully, like, I don't include every detail. And because I'm not including every detail, everybody thinks that it's a lie. And what is up with society? Who the fuck cares that they think it's a lie? It's the truth. I know it's the truth. My brother knows it's the truth because he got a fucking phone call from my Grammy. Grammy knows it's the truth. That plumber knows it's the truth. It's the truth. So it's the truth is the truth. And I know it's the truth because I had to live with that every fucking day for a decade. But so it's not that those people don't bother. I'm not like, is it the truth? I just don't love this societal norm that uh that, that people are just allowed to say because they weren't there. They're allowed to say what's the truth and what's the lie. We're seeing it a lot in the Johnny Depp Amber Heard case, and I don't want to fucking open that whole thing again right now. But the point being that we as society point, that's true, that's a lie, lie, lie. And it's like, what? What? We see it all the time. That's a lie, lie, fake, fake news. And it's like, oh my God. I wish that we could trust people. We can't all the time. But I wish that we were smart enough to like suss out what is a lie and what isn't, because why would I be lying about these stories? It's so weird. It's so weird. Oh my God, guys, Chris Braxton being annoying again. Chris, honey, I think you need to learn how to talk to women and people. Because Roxy is telling us about society using social media as her reference. She needs a detox now. It's not nice. Like, I don't need a detox. I'm talking about my experience. If I wanted a detox, I would take a detox. But who are you to tell me what I need when you don't know me? I am saying that I feel like you need in return to talk to women, how to talk to a person then. Like, I, Jake says, Chris, you gotta chill, dude. You're constantly being confrontational and telling people what they need to do or think. I know. It's wild. Cena says, "Bro, really? It's literally your job." So imagine if I was just like, "I'm gonna be off social media right now forever," or even if it was for a little bit. Like that means I don't make. You understand that means that I can't live then, right? Like who's gonna pay my bills? That's what I do. And then Chris turning it on me, incredible. Roxy, why are you always being confrontational? Honey, you're being confrontational. It's like amazing when people this is like when people say like I'm mad at you and then somebody says like I'm mad at you for being mad at me. And I was like, "What?" I don't block you because I don't dislike you, Chris, but like the way that you speak, I'm like, "How is that how somebody thinks?" Is appropriate. Ugh. Whatever. Okay. Anyway, so thank you to the Ryan Paynes of the world, which is so many of you guys who are awesome and stand up for me and know that nobody in their right mind lies about shitting on somebody. That would be really weird. Mark Jason Ali with that big support. Yes, Mark. Showing support. How are you? Hashtag no pockets. Well, one big one today. Yeah, that's true. All your stories are true too. None of your stories are fake, and you pulled no punches. Chippendale is awesome. You'll enjoy it. Okay, there's only one story that I ever remember telling that I did not accurately depict. Only one ever in all my years of broadcasting, and this stays with me. This is the only one. And I think I don't even know why, like, I can't remember whether at the time I, like, thought that this was anyway, I'll tell you guys what it is. You guys know my brother and his wife met on, JDate, and I had set up his JDate profile with him, and I had made, um, his main picture or maybe his second picture, a picture of him and me. And his wife, Leanne, my sister-in-law now, at the time, she recognized me from one of my shows. I think it was from an AfterBuzz show. Yeah, it was from an AfterBuzz show. And she messaged him and she said, "Is that Roxy Stryer? Or how do you know Roxy Stryer?" Or whatever. And he said, "That's my sister." And so she had said that she was, I don't know if she used the word fan or whatever, but she was like, "Oh, I love her show," or something like that. And then I remember I was retelling this story, and I remember the first time I was meeting her, I think my brother had said that she was, like, nervous to meet me or something, and maybe I think he was just implying because I was his sister, but I think my big head took that as she was nervous to meet me because I was, like, she knew me from a show. And so I remember telling her that story and being like, she was so nervous to meet me. She was like, "Oh my God, are you like freaking out?" And that's kind of how I remembered it. But when I talked to her, she was like, "No, I was nervous." Like, I forget this happened years ago. She was like, "I was nervous because I was meeting my boyfriend's brother, not because I was like thinking you were some big celebrity." So I remember I had told the story on air and they made fun of me because they were like, "You made it seem like she was like super fangirly over you." And I think I thought she was. But I guess she wasn't. It's the one time I've ever told a story that ever I've been like, I don't know that I got that 100% right. But legitimately, I've never told another story on air that I can think of that I've been like, let me just like one part is like super exaggerated. I do. You guys know the way I speak. I'm like, it was the bluest sky I've ever seen, or like it was the worst day of her life. So I say hyperbolic language like that, but like everybody was like, "Cap, there's no way she shit on this guy." Like, who makes that up? That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. Anyway, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Let's see. Oh, I already read the Mark Jason Ollie one. He had talked to me about Chippendales. All my stories are true. And he pulled no punches. Did I already read that one? Were you the one who said about Chippendale? Oh my God. Me combining everything in my head right now. Whatever. Mark Jason Ollie, you're the shit. Thank you. Oh no, Chippendale is awesome. You'll enjoy it. I didn't read it. Who else was just telling me about Chippendale? Chippendale Rescue Rangers. Ben Rayner did. Okay, thank you, Mark Jason Ollie. You're amazing. Thank you for the support. You rock. John Lestrina says, you break her heart, I'll break your neck. Dominic Toretto. I think we have a lot of necks to break. That's not true. My heart's only actually really, truly been broken once. And I don't think you guys are willing to break his neck. Glenn Caesar, hopefully you live in serenity and truly get to see and feel and perceive yellow-colored sparkles, manifesting happiness, and green-colored sparkles, joy and healing in your day-to-day, today, tomorrow, and beyond. Light some candles instead of cursing the darkness. That's what we love to hear. He also talks about being unselfishly loving and supportive and being uplifting, priceless treasure, inspiration. He says we're humane, worthy, and cozy fire to be near. And he says to keep on going, I've got no pockets. Or to keep it going, I've got no pockets. Hashtag no pockets. Yeah, no pockets is like living rent free in my brain, but it could be worse. It could be a song that I hate, but no pockets, thankfully, is a bop. I just love it. I do too. I do too. I got no pockets. I got no pockets. All right, my friends, I am going to get out of here soon because I need to eat before the World Girls meet. And the World Girls are going to meet to pre-discuss what we're doing with the podcast. And then we'll be live at 3:00 for all of you guys who want to listen. Just make sure you sign up, patreon.com/the World Girls. And then after that, go C's. The Celtics have to win tonight. They have to win tonight. We lost our first home game. That's unacceptable. We lost it in a brutal way. We were down by 24 points at one point. We came back, brought to 1 point, and we just couldn't cinch it. It was brutal at home. My brother's going to the game tonight. Super jealous. And we got to win. We have to win. So if you have nobody left, root for the Celtics. If you are from Boston, I know already what you're doing. But send out that good vibes, that love. I appreciate it. So, yes. Any final questions, comments, concerns? Send them in now while I'm getting out of here. Yes, Jimmy Nails. James Dorian Gaines says, fuck the haters, Rocks. You're the best. Thank you, honey. Ryan Payne says, gonna be saving money for Star Wars Celebration, but here's some support, Roxy. Oh, thank you so much. Plus, can't wait to watch Top Gun Maverick and the 2 episodes of Kenobi. Oh, yeah, we got a lot coming up. You know what they dropped in my box today? It wasn't Kenobi, but it was, what did I get that I have 24 hours to watch or something? Miss Marvel. We got Miss Marvel screeners today, and the social media embargo is up Wednesday. So, and the review embargo is up the following week. So I'll social out about that probably by Wednesday. Hopefully we got episode 1 and 2. So I'll let you guys know if I have time to watch that. I'm really excited about Kenobi. I'm super excited for you guys to see the best movie of the year. That's not fair because I haven't seen everything everywhere all at once, and everybody's saying that's great, but Top Gun, so fucking good. So all of that and more. And yeah, that. I think I might be going to Star Wars Celebration one of the days. Not sure. Stuff's going to be there the whole time, but I think I'm going to try to go for one of the days. All right. Much love, my friends. Stay safe, stay sane. Put down the toilet seat and lid. We don't want those paflumes. Don't try them with the Holocaust. Justice for all the people who have lost their lives due to excessive force. My body, my choice. And all the other things that we stand for, because we are this little corner of the internet that tries to do good and support each other. Much love to all of you guys. Shout out to everybody who's watching live today. Zeno Hour, Sam Red, Glenn Caesar, Ryan Payne, even you, Chris Braxton, you little troublemaker, Matt Link, Amir Mohammed, ZB, John McCoy, Galaghost, Joseph Ashley, Stormy Woods, David Ebekeme, Greg, Mike Joyce. Oh, Sir Joker. Learning how to speak to Roxy would help you, Roxy. Learning how to speak to Roxy would help you help Roxy. Oh, Roxy, love you, sissy, BFFR. Miss you, honey. Joker, Bunny Gang, be an anomaly. Happy 10 years, Ma. Oh, much love to you, babe. Much love to you. Hope you're doing okay. Thank you to my girl Cena, to Robert, to Rain Cloud, bands off my body. Yup, that's what's up. To KW Garrett, to Jimmy Nails, much love, babe. to all of you guys, and extra big shout out to those of you guys who gave support today, to Ryan Payne, to Jimmy Nails, to Glenn Caesar, to John Lestrina, Mark Jason Ali, Jake Yakavetta, Christian Hardesty, Apollo 3JP, Ben Rayner, all of you guys. Thank you so much for that love in there. It really helps, especially in this first month, the first time ever that we are not able to get a payout from TWG. So anyway, that's a whole different thing. Much love, Bibs. Stay safe, stay sane, and I'll see you for the World Girls in an hour if you're a patron. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow. I think I'm going to do a live at the Roxy tomorrow because there's no SEN. We have a big World Girl meeting in the morning, so we'll see how long it goes, but probably then. And Wednesday, we've got a new episode of the World Girls. It's going to be a really fun one. It's compliments. We're giving compliments as we drive by in Hollywood with Jayla Rocks, who was an awesome guest. All right, it's running long, so goodbye.